Hello YouTube! It's been a few days, but I am quite addicted to watching these videos. We are watching the one about Five Guys today, and I'm very excited to watch it with you guys. There, ignore them. Ignore them. But say hi! Feel free to join. I turned off the sound alerts. You cannot scream for help. I'm sorry. You cannot. But I'm gonna be using the new model and everything. It's like a small little mini debut on December 20th, and I will be streaming it on Twitch. So I hope to see you there. But hello, it's good to see you, and let's just start watching the video, yeah? Yeah, also you can get the Pine cursor. Ooh, Pine cursor, you can get it in the Discord. Ooh.
Pretty sure this guy just dethroned Don Voltaggio as my favorite entrepreneur.
Oh.
Today we're talking about Five Guys burgers and fries. Okay, here's the deal. I was down in South Carolina. I'd never had Five Guys before. I got hungry. I was going to order some DoorDash. Five Guys was an option. Decided to get Five Guys. Heard it was delicious. I ordered 4 cheeseburgers and 4 servings of fries.
My tablet will start to speed up. You can eat anything you want.
Okay, fast forward 35 minutes. What gets delivered to this Airbnb I'm staying at is 2 brown paper sacks with no branding on them. And inside of sack number A is 4 delicious cheeseburgers wrapped in aluminum foil. No branding on that either. Okay, this is kind of fucking weird. Interesting. Big chain. No branding. All right, whatever. Go to bag number 2. I'm not exaggerating. This entire bag is full to the top
fries.
with French fries. As far as I can tell,
do love
they
that.
didn't even stick any like holding containers for the French. It's just a bag of fucking French fries. It's like
Usually my local one, they have like a large cup that they fill with French fries and then they pour more inside of the bag, which I very much enjoy and love. But can you guys really eat 4 cheeseburgers in one sitting? It's probably just a difference in appetite, and I know I do not have an appetite compared to a lot of people. But I can barely finish like 1 hamburger, and then I don't even want any fries. You want a bag of French fries? I do too. Call that shit girl dinner. Girl dinner! Girl dinner. You could solo a cow's blood. Okay.
5 pounds. It's like they made an entire bag of potatoes into French fries and stuck it in a sack. So, like any sane person, I tried the French fries. They're delicious. Now is where I go from not a sane person. I immediately have alarm bells going off. They're up to something. There's no branding. There's way too many French fries for free. They're up to something. I need to figure out what it is. So next day I go to Five Guys for lunch in person. While eating inside the restaurant, I'm both impressed but also more confused. They're giving out free peanuts. There's bags of potatoes everywhere. The kitchen is open. You can see them making the food unlike any other burger place I've ever been to in my entire life. So I go back home, I start doing some research, and what I find is not only a pretty incredible business model, but probably the coolest entrepreneur story that I've ever heard in my entire life. And we're gonna get into it right after a word from our sponsor.
Delete me.
Why do you have John Wick's gun?
Spoilers for messing with Mushu again, so this is
Looked great! Hello?
I mean, that does make sense. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I like the fit.
Stupid squirrels. Wait, squirrels.
I love the fit.
Squirrels!
That's only gonna keep him down for a little bit, Morty. You with squirrels, Morty.
All right, here's the deal. Super simple, straightforward business model. You give them money,
Also,
they turn around and make sure.
The thing with squirrels is so true. Please do not fuck with squirrels. They will ruin your life. They will actively destroy you little by little until you move away. And even then, there's still a chance that they find you. It is not fun.
The data brokers on the internet aren't selling your personal information. What does that even mean? Okay, here's the entire internet and every free service on the planet inside of a nutshell. Okay, there's a saying.
This is nice to do for when you're trying to get rid of
everything. What that means is pretty much anything on the internet that you use, that's a service.
It took me really long.
Google, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it. Okay, it's all an
You've
app.
had to move 3 states.
They're either going to
3 states to get rid of
makes money since
the
their service
squirrels.
is free, or they're going to collect your personal information, then turn around and sell it to data brokers on the internet, and then they're going to turn around and sell it to whoever buys it, and next thing you know, you're getting 17,000 robocalls every single day. And that's where Delete Me comes in. They will look through all the major data brokers and
Can I be honest? Sometimes I answer the like robocalls and scam calls, and depending on the voice I hear, if it's like a woman, I'll get all teary and I'll be like, Mom, is that you? It's been 3 months. People ask questions about you. Are you okay? It's alright.
personal information and submit opt-out requests on your behalf, and then they are legally obligated to comply.
I'm
And
a
then they'll
little
continue
evil.
to monitor
It's
these data
okay.
brokers, and if they get your information again,
It's a
Delete
part
Me
of
will
being
submit an
bratty.
opt-out request again.
Just
Basically,
go
you're
for it.
paying Delete Me to
But
get
do
rid
it
of
though,
all the
it's fun.
downsides of all of the free
It is
stuff
really
on
fun.
the internet, which I
'Cause
think is
usually-
absolutely worth it. If you want to check them out,
It's fun because usually they can't hang up on you. They can't hang up on you. It's fun. It's like when I got a manager for a short time and I had like an extra call and I just made them get in the call for me for like an hour just to like rant about how much I hate the Dasani water. And they had to sit there, like legally they had to sit there and listen to me rant about the Dasani water. I love paying for people's time. I thought about paying a lawyer, like a full-on lawyer, for like 2 hours to play Peak with me. So they're contractually obligated to be there with me, and I'll just make it a stream or something.
I'll have a link in the
You
discount
know?
code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, our story begins with the founder of Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Jerry Morrell, who I can only describe as like the most average dude on the planet. Grew up in Michigan, average life, average parents, average school performance, right down the middle, average with perfectly everything. One day he's in class, teacher winds up telling him, you need to pay attention or you're gonna wind up flipping burgers for the rest of your life. So he's like, okay, well, I mean, maybe. So then he starts thinking about it. He
flipping burger.
decides to go to the local burger place called Push 'em Up Tony's, and people are just packing this place all the time. The dude makes good burgers. Push 'em Up Tony is this, you know, dude, he's got his fucking pet cat in the kitchen that he's petting while he's flipping these burgers. Everybody jokingly
that's a
called
bit
them
of
fur
an-
burgers,
oh,
but they kept eating there because the burgers were delicious. So as a kid,
Well,
he's looking at
as
this and
long
he's
as
like, I
it's
mean,
good
flipping
and people
burgers
know
for a
what they're
living doesn't
signing up
sound that
for,
bad. I mean, Push 'em
right?
Up Tony's always busy. He drives a nice car, gets to hang out with his pet cat all day. Maybe it's not that bad of a life. So this is kind of where the seed gets planted. Okay, fast forward, graduates high school, goes off to college. While he's in college, he's working in a fraternity house, cooking all the food for everybody. From here, he goes, he graduates
The
college,
cat hair
moves back
adds
home to his
flavor.
hometown in Michigan, marries his high school sweetheart, has 3 kids, and starts selling life insurance. The most average story on the planet.
Yeah.
Extremely average in every category. Remarkable, truly. The most average person in our entire armed forces.
And then one day, him and his wife decide they're going to get a divorce. Don't know the context, don't know what happened, don't care, doesn't matter, not pertinent to the story. What does happen is his wife takes his 3 sons and she takes them down to Florida where they move. And Jerry, like any good father, is heartbroken. He wants his boys back, and for whatever reason, I have no idea why, he decides that what he needs to do to get his kids back is to make a bunch of more money. Maybe he couldn't afford a good lawyer in the divorce. I have no idea, but that's what he decides. He needs to make a ton of money. So he leaves his hometown, starts bouncing around from big city to big city, trying to figure out how he's going to make all this money, winds up in Texas, tries to start an oil business, blows up in his face. So that didn't work, but he's not taking no for an answer because he's got to get his boys back.
I'm gonna be honest. I would probably think of oil too. It's like, damn, what if I just get in the oil business? Oil is profitable, right? But, I doubt that I'd be good in oil business at all.
Next big idea, bottled water.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can make any money on this deal.
Okay, now to me and you in 2025, sounds like a pretty good idea. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry today, but you gotta remember, this is the early 1970s. Bottled water doesn't even get remotely popular until the 1990s, okay? The 1970s, ain't nobody drinking water. Everybody's smoking cigarettes and drinking Coca-Cola. I mean, you've all seen the documentaries where they're like, here's the graduating class of 1972, and then they show you a bunch of pictures of like 35-year-old men.
I get older, they stay the same age.
And it turns out they are, in fact, actually 18-year-olds. They just look like they're 30-year-old
That
men because
is-
they have normal testosterone
that is
levels
horrific.
because
Oh
their
my
balls
God.
aren't full of microplastics and because they're not fucking drinking water and they're dehydrated. Sorry, I'm getting just
What was it? Leonardo DiCaprio or, what's that one actor? It's like, no, don't turn 25. You're so sexy. When I eventually turn 25, I want to get a cake that says that. I feel like it'd be funny. I want to have a funny cake. Don't turn 25, even though he was like in his mid-fucking 40s. No, it's like, dude, come on. That is a yikes.
distracted. Just drink water. Anyways.
Water sucks. Gatorade is better. What?
Jerry goes out with his literal multi-billion-dollar idea and starts looking for investors, starts talking to bankers. Absolutely everybody laughs at him at the notion that somebody would buy bottled water.
Water?
Yeah,
You mean like in the toilet?
So he abandons the idea, moves on to the next thing, moves on to the next big city, winds up in Washington, D.C. While he's there, he is, he's from small-town Michigan. He's not used to all this money, all this wealth. He's blown away by how many rich people live in this area. He's got an economics background, so he goes back to school, gets licensed to be a financial advisor, and starts doing that in Washington, D.C., and starts making a good amount of money. From here, he meets his wife, Janie.
Good,
he's doing so financially well that whatever the context is, he winds up getting his boys back. They move back with him in Washington, D.C., and then Janie gets pregnant, and he has another boy. He now has 4 sons. From here, he goes.
I guess they got back together.
The most average guy on the planet, living in the Washington, D.C. area, got 4 sons, got the wife, slinging financial products on the side, making a bunch of money, putting money away for his kid's college fund, just being average Joe to the max. As his 2 oldest sons are getting ready to finish up high school here in a couple of years, neither one of them has any interest in going off to college. Okay, kind of an alarming thing for mother and father, especially in the 1980s. This is like the pinnacle era of you have to go to college.
It is fiscally irresponsible for me to go to college.
Are you huffing?
Oh, God.
Are you huffing? Yes. But I shouldn't go to college also. I was gonna say, college? Not for me. If I did want to go to college, it would be a chemistry major. That's the only thing I could see myself going to college for. But also, I just don't have the health for college. Unless I want to do like an online one. But, I don't know. Maybe one day, like if I'm healthy enough and I feel like it, it's like, sure, fuck it, I'll go learn. But just not right now. And that's fine.
Are you high?
You're huffing grass?
Then one day,
Are you
Jerry and
huffing
Janie decide
grass?
they're going to take the boys out to
Yes.
the beach. They go out to the beach. It's coming up on lunchtime. They decide they're going to look for a restaurant. There's restaurants all up and down this boardwalk, but one of these restaurants has a line of like 250 people just standing there waiting. It's this restaurant called
Oh my
Thrashers, and the
God.
crazy part is they only sell French fries. Like that's it, just French fries. No hot dogs, no hamburgers, just French fries. 250
Well, I mean,
people
if you
waiting
make
in
'em
line.
good.
And this reminds him of Push 'em Up Tony's and the Fur Burgers back home. And then it reminds him of what his teacher told him. If you don't pay attention in school, you're not going to go to college, and then you're going to wind up flipping burgers for the rest of your life. And maybe, just maybe, that's not that bad of an idea.
Light bulb.
So he gets approval from his wife first, and then he sits down his boys, and he's like, okay, look, we've saved up $70,000 to send you kids off to college. If you want to go to college, we'll pay for it. Absolutely, 100%. It's basically your money. But if you guys don't want to go to college, I'll give you the money, and we can start a business together.
70
which is beautiful.
grand.
I mean, you got to remember, he already lost his boys once. He doesn't want to lose them again. If he could start a business and provide them
That
with
would
a
be-
living,
I don't
and
even
he
know
gets
how
to
much
hang out
today.
and work with his sons all day, every day,
Oh my.
even if they don't become rich, he's still rich. And sure enough, the boys
Yeah.
want to work with dad. Okay, so what's the business model going to be? We're going to take Push 'em Up Tony's, and we're going to take Thrashers, and we're going to smash them together. We're going to make hamburgers and French fries, and we're going to make them so well that people line up 250 deep to buy them from us. Why are we picking hamburgers and
enough.
French fries? Well, because Jerry is the most average man on the planet, and that's all he likes.
I just have a little plain cheeseburger. Sometimes my other favorite burger is a plain hamburger, ketchup mustard on it, and another one is just a plain hamburger with nothing but raw onions.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say all 4 of those boys were conceived in missionary position. Just saying. So what are we going to call this restaurant?
I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. You just took the thought out of my head and made me shocked. I'm supposed to be funny. You can't do this to me. How am I gonna be funny? I'm supposed to turn this into double the time, man. You can't do this to me. You can't. Oh my god. I'm sorry. The funny is over. I forgot. Forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, it's me and my 4 boys. That's 5 guys, and we're selling burgers and fries. Brain Blast, that's the name of the restaurant. 5 Guys Burgers and Fries.
The most average person.
Okay, now from here, I can't tell if Jerry is like a diabolical genius or if he has a full-on Field of Dreams moment, like if you build it, they will come. Obviously referring to the perfect hamburger accommodated by the perfect French fry. Actually, no, I am pretty positive. He definitely had the second one because he becomes bound and determined to make the perfect hamburger and the perfect French fry, and he is thoroughly convinced that if he can do that...
I mean, honestly... Hold on, let me pause it at a more flattering pose. Honestly... The if you do it, people will come thing, it is kind of true. I mean, in my experience, I did not expect anyone to, like, actually want to be here or hang out or watch my videos or anything. Imagine my surprise, color me shocked when I posted that one cat video on my old PC that would break down if I streamed and watched YouTube at the same time. It got like 10k views right away and I was like, oh. So I know if I lock in and I actually put effort that I could probably get pretty far. And I don't know, that's kind of a heartwarming thing in my brain. It's like if I actually put in the effort, I'm sure that people will enjoy my time and want to hang out. And I remembered my thought. Everyone? There's like 2 guys I know right now that want a smoker. My dad wants a smoker, and then one of my guy friends wants a smoker. And I was like, which one do you want? And they actually wanted the same exact smoker. The same one. And it's like, well, it's a good smoker, that's for sure. My dad's been like frothing, wanting to get a brisket. You know, honestly, I might put it on my throne. Should I do that? Should I put the smoker my dad wants on the throne? Add in like a huge contribution fund and see if eventually get it? It would be the most expensive thing I ever put on there. Probably. Yeah. Alright, I'll have to find the one he wanted. I'll like stealth ask him tomorrow for the link and be like, hey, I wanted to learn more about it. Can you send me it? And then I'm gonna add it secretly. Alright? That's what I'll do. I will secretly add it.
Literally nothing else matters. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not. He literally defies all conventional
Anything
wisdom,
for
ignores
Pat
all
Pine?
the common business
I just
practices,
say
and
Pine
is just
Dad.
locked
Yeah.
in tunnel vision on developing a good hamburger and good french fries.
This is the good stuff. Snakes and sparklers.
He starts telling all his family and friends he's putting his life savings into selling burgers and french fries, and they're like, oh, you're starting up a restaurant. Are you gonna have a salad option? Absolutely
No.
not. How about chicken nuggets? No.
No.
How about a burrito? No.
No.
How about a chicken sandwich?
No.
Burgers and french fries.
You don't have no black cats? No Roman candles or screaming
No.
mimes?
No.
You
No.
don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doodads, or crap flappers?
No, I don't.
He is so thoroughly convinced that the only recipe to success is a good hamburger and good french fries that he intentionally makes opening up his first business as hard as humanly possible. He literally and intentionally picks the shittiest location he could possibly find in this rundown strip mall in Arlington, Virginia. And his thought process was, if I can do this successfully in this shitty location, I can do it literally anywhere. So he gets this location out, gets it ready. From here, he has to perfect the menu. From here, I can only assume he's like, what's our competition? McDonald's? Okay, what's McDonald's have? The Big Mac? What's that got? 2 1.5-ounce patties? All right, cool. Here's our thing. We're gonna have hamburgers. We're gonna have cheeseburgers. They're gonna come in 2 sizes. The smaller one for kids is gonna have 1 3.5-ounce patty. More than a Big Mac. We're gonna call that one the little guy because fuck McDonald's. Our normal hamburger.
I think that's the one I get. I get the 1 patty hamburger, and then I add in, I know some people don't like it, but I add in ketchup, I add in mustard, I add in pickles, I add in onions, and I add in some lettuce on there. And it's good. I like it. That's just what I like. Because fuck McDonald's is a hell of a statement. It is, honestly. But I could eat a bag of the fries, seasoned or not seasoned, with the is it the Cajun seasoning or just normal seasoning? I'll eat a whole bag of them. I don't care.
Burgers and cheeseburgers.
Grilled
We're gonna have
dinner.
2 3.5-ounce patties. And that meat is gonna be fresh, never frozen. And the bun that those hamburgers go in is gonna be fresh from a bakery, baked that morning. And I'm gonna have 17 different toppings that you can put on those hamburgers and cheeseburgers. And guess how much extra each topping's gonna cost? Fucking nothing. And all that shit, the lettuce, the tomatoes, the onions, all that's gonna be fresh too. Okay, cool. What about the french fries?
I
we're gonna
love
buy fucking
onions.
potatoes and we're gonna turn them into french fries. Okay, we're
Onions
not
are
gonna do
so
what McDonald's
good.
does and have some factory spitting out frozen french fries into a bag and then transport them frozen across the country and then throw them into the fryer. No, we're gonna take potatoes, we're gonna salt them, we're gonna put them in oil, and then we're gonna feed them to the world. Okay, I mean, look at McDonald's french fries ingredients. We've got potatoes, vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, hydrogenated soybean oil, natural beef flavor, wheat and milk derivatives, dextrose, sodium, acid pyrophosphate, main color, salt,
yeah,
quote,
pyrophosphate.
beef flavor, contains hydrolyzed
Oil!
wheat and
I need all the
hydrolyzed
oil.
milk as starting ingredients. Contains wheat and milk. Now let's look at the Five Guys french fries ingredients. Potatoes, salt, peanut oil. The end. Does peanut oil cost more?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it
That's
doesn't matter
fair.
because that's what makes the fries better, and we're not in the business of saving money. We're in the business of making the best burger and fries on the planet.
Snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Buh! That also means he's gonna lose out on customers that have a peanut allergy. Buh! Don't care. Five Guys is in the business of making the best French fries possible.
Peanut allergy. Do not care. You know, I feel bad for those who have peanut allergy, genuinely, because it's like you don't get to have a lot of the same foods. But also, like, I'm lactose intolerant. I cannot have, like, a lot of cheese. It'll make me puke. I'll just be sick. I cannot handle it. Does it stop me from having, like, nachos every now and then? No. I'll have the nachos and I'll deal with the stomach ache, right? But you can't really do that with an allergy, right? With an allergy, you're just kind of fucked up. You're just kind of screwed. You just kind of die, you know? I'm sorry to you guys with peanut allergies. Can we get 5 big booms? I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about the 5 big booms thing. I keep thinking about it. 5 big booms for the homies with peanut allergies. Boom! 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 I'm sorry. Please forgive me. They're all unsubbing. I'm getting cancelled. Fuck.
Customers that have a peanut allergy. Buh! Don't care. Five Guys is in the business of
Sorry.
making the best French fries possible, not bending the knee to your weird food allergy. In fact, they're gonna double down and give out free peanuts to everybody waiting in line to send the clear message: if you can't eat the best French fries in the world, fuck you. Just to be clear, for legal reasons, at no point has Five Guys officially said or alluded to anything remotely close to that. However, that's what they actually do, and that's how I interpret it, and I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know, I'm a bad person. Anyways, moving on. Oh, and these can't just be any potatoes. No, no, no. These need to be russet potatoes from Idaho, but even that's not specific enough. These need to be russet potatoes from Idaho, specifically in the Snake River Basin, which is north of the 42nd parallel.
It's so
Because, and
pretty.
I quote, potatoes are a lot like oak trees. The slower they grow, the more solid they are. We like our northern potatoes because they grow in the daytime when it's warm, but then stop at night when it cools down. It would be a lot easier and a lot cheaper if we got California or Florida potatoes. The dude is autistic about burgers and French fries, and I love it. Okay, if you're not picking up on a...
Can I tell you guys something? Something personal that I've already said, that I don't think I said for you two frogs. There was a time where I asked my mom, I was like, hey mom, should I get tested for, you know, autism? And she said, I don't want to waste money on the test. And it's like, she went, you already have it. It's not subtle. We know you do. We're not wasting money on the test. And it's like, okay, I understand. It's so funny to me. She has a point. I mean, yeah, if you hang out with me for a long time or talk to me for a long time, you'll kind of pick up on the signs. You'll pick up on the signs. It's okay. We know, and you're very lovely. Oh my god, it feels like... Why does it feel like I'm getting sentenced to something? I'm getting sentenced to something, and people are like, don't worry, you'll be okay. It's like, I know I'll be fine. I know I'll be fine. It's like, yeah, I may overthink everybody constantly, and I, oh my god, I cannot make eye contact for anything, which kinda signs as a broadcast. Okay, you know what? Fuck you.
Went down. Homie has went full plankton getting the Krabby Patty secret recipe.
Being sent to the asylums. I'll post a picture of Grippy. Never mind, no I won't. Oh my god, no. I realize what I was saying. You guys are not getting Grippy Socks picture. That is technically feet pics. I do not want my feet to end up on fucking Wiki Feet. Hell no.
He has developed the greatest
No.
hamburger and French fry of all time. That's it. That's the whole menu. I've got a hamburger, I've got a cheeseburger,
Do
I've
not-
got
yeah,
17
no.
different toppings. I'll put whatever you want on it, and I've got French fries.
No.
The end. Okay? Sounds stupid. Actually genius. What have we learned on this channel? Keep it simple, stupid. Pick one thing you want to do, be the absolute best at it. Best pound for
True.
pound money-making fast food place on the planet.
I'm a best
Chick-fil-A.
yapper.
Guess what they sell?
I
Chicken
yap.
sandwiches. The end. So the menu's set. The food is ready. 1986, he opens up Five Guys. Does he do a grand opening? No. Does he advertise at all? Absolutely not. He is convinced that if he can just get one customer to walk through that door and taste this delicious hamburger, he's going to tell all of his buddies, and then he's going to be successful. So they open up at 11 in the morning. Guess who shows up? Absolutely nobody. Nobody knows they exist. They didn't advertise. They didn't have a grand opening. Nobody shows up. First 45 minutes,
Yeah.
nobody shows up. Then
Checks out.
one dude just saunters in, happening to find it randomly, eats the hamburger. By 12:30, they're fucking packed. Okay, he's done.
How many people does that guy know? That guy went, you gotta fucking try these burgers, man. I bet my life you will enjoy these goddamn burgers. More than me, for sure. I want to point out that Nick bought 4 hamburgers and 4 french fries. It comes up to $62. You know what? Good for you. If you have enough money where you do not bat an eye at spending $62 on some food, I'm happy for you. Good
to
for
find
you.
it randomly.
Enjoy
Eats the
your
hamburger.
food.
By 12:30, they're fucking packed. Okay, he's done it. He's built the perfect cheeseburger. He's built the perfect French fry. And sure enough, people showed up despite him not advertising, despite him being in a horrible location. His plan is working. Five Guys Burgers and Fries is profitable from day one. Somewhere along the line, people start complaining that his restaurant takes a little bit longer in comparison to, like McDonald's and other places. Jerry
Oh.
doesn't give a single shit, okay? Perfection takes time.
Cooking is art, and the shit I cook is the bomb, so don't be telling me.
Shit you cook is shit.
In response to this,
I'm gonna be honest. For how much I know about chemistry, I really should watch Breaking Bad. Because I have a feeling it will be exactly like this. It's like, hey, they didn't put out the right recipe. That's not how you cook that. You know how many videos I've seen of people cleaning the toilets and they accidentally make mustard gas? And I'm just like, dude, are you fucking stupid? Hello? Do you not read the warnings on these chemicals? They're chemicals. They're going to fucking... like, please. But you know what? I did have a dream where I had like 2 bottles of things and somebody broke into my house. And I put on a gas mask in my dream, and I threw the bottles, and I was like, alright, person's gonna leave, and we're gonna need to open the windows, and we're gonna need to leave for like 8 hours. Let's get out of here. I'm not doing that in real life, hell no. Hell no. I am a scrawny little white woman, okay? I am a scrawny woman. I am not holding my own in anything. There is a reason I live with my family, and there is a reason my dad owns lots of protective weaponry. He's making sure he protects his family, and honestly, good. I don't know. I love my dad. I love him so much. He's been nothing but a good father figure to me my whole life. Honestly, I do not even know where I would have ended up or how I would have been raised without him. My dad was very much the, call me when you get in trouble, because if it gets to the point where you need to call me, you already learned your lesson type thing, and it's like, you know what? Thank you. That is more I could ever ask for. And there was a time where I did have to call him, and he did show up for me. So it's like, you know what? He's my ride or die. I'm gonna get him that smoker. I should get him that smoker as a gift. I really should. I gotta save up and get my dad that smoker. That's gotta be what I'm gonna do for Father's Day or something. I gotta do it.
Is the bomb, so don't be telling me.
Shit you cook is shit.
In response to this, Jerry hangs up a sign on the door that says, and I quote, "If you're in a hurry, there's a lot of really good burger places within a short walking distance from here." Five Guys doesn't give a shit, and I absolutely love it. Just straight up, we're the best. We know we're the best. If you don't want to wait in line, cool. Kick rocks, go somewhere else. There's 249 other people in queue that I can make their burger for next. They continue to grow the business. They're making hamburgers. They're making french fries. Things are going good. Time to open up another location. So he goes to the bank, asks for a loan. Full honesty, I have no idea how this conversation went down, but I imagine it was something along the lines of this. Okay, you want to open up another hamburger shop. Your first one's fairly successful. Tell me about the business. Do you have a marketing plan in place? Absolutely not. We don't do any marketing whatsoever.
No
we just
marketing.
rely on word of mouth by making really good hamburgers and really good french fries. Okay, are you looking at like expanding the menu? Absolutely fucking not. Okay, do you deliver? Are you looking to start delivering the food? No.
No.
I make good hamburgers and good french fries so good that they're gonna come to me. Okay, so your entire business model is just to make really good hamburgers and really good french fries, so much so that they'll come to you, you won't deliver, but they don't know you exist because you're not doing any marketing and you're only willing to sell hamburgers and french fries.
The way I'd be like, yes, and then like it shows the money and profits. It's like, well, actually, this might work nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just get out. No, the answer is no. We're not investing in your hamburger stand. Jerry basically gets laughed out of the bank, at which point he goes to his family and friends. He's getting like $5,000 loans from relatives, $10,000 loans from people that believe in the company, and he gets enough money to open up a second location. And that's pretty much how it goes between the 1980s all the way up until 2001.
Isn't like the best advice, some of the best advice I ever gotten was, God, I forget where I heard it. It's like, what do you do when you can't do nothing? It's like, well, you just do what you can. And then you do what you can the next day, and then you do what you can the next day. And that is great advice. Also, more great advice, if you struggle with needing to be liked by everybody, this is for you. You could be the sweetest peach in the whole wide world, but some people just do not like peaches. And that's okay. You know? You don't have to be liked by everyone, just be liked by the people that you care about. And, build up a little found family type thing from people you care and love. And you'll be okay. You don't have to be liked by everyone. I'm not liked by anyone. Hell, I get death threats often. I don't think I tell you guys. The amount of, like, hate messages I've gotten is actually really funny to me. Because I understand why. I understand the hate. I understand that, a lot of people feel that reaction stuff isn't good content. And to a sense, I agree. The whole thing of me starting reaction content was to help save up money to get a better PC for more streaming stuff. In a way, I understand. But also, in a way, I just see a lot of people when they send like hate messages or death threats. I just think that like they must be going through a lot of bad things in their life to think that it's okay to send that to someone that they don't know. And it's, I don't know. There has to be a lot of like hatred or bad things happening to you to spend the time to write out a death threat or a hateful message to somebody that you don't even know. So in a way, I feel a lot of sympathy when I see messages like that. It's just like, I hope things get better for you, but I'm not engaging with you, you know? And then I'll talk to my sister, and we'll look at the messages together, and we will make fun of the messages. Some of the funniest ones is, I've had people send me DMs, like, calling me, very much rude things to call women. And, some of the funniest ones is, like, people calling me, like, a slut or a whore, and it's like, I'm literally ace. I'm pretty sure, I don't fit that criteria, big man. I don't fit that criteria at all. And, I don't know. I'm very, very, I do not like people touching me type of person. And I thought that, like, one day, eventually, right? Eventually, one day, I'd hope to have a partner, whether that be a man or woman, potential wifey, potential husband, and if they want to do that, then sure, right? But that's just not a priority of mine. It's not. Do not pet the pine. I think streaming You know what's weird? Whenever people do the head pat routine, I kind of like actually feel it. It's so weird because I feel like a little bit of pressure like on my head when I see that get redeemed sometimes. Oh, there it goes. Thanks. I have a joke that people head pat me and it's just hollow. You hear the echo of the little like bump bump bump, you know? But for the people that send hate messages that are full of hate, I hope that your life gets better. I hope you find the help that you need. And I hope that you sleep well. And I hope you have loved ones around you. I wish nothing but the best for you. I hope you go and you live life and you find goodness in your life. That's what I hope. Thank you. I went on a whole tangent. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'll go back a bit. I'm so sorry. And we will laugh about your comments. Me and my sister will drink tea and laugh.
Out of the bank, at which point he goes to his family and friends. He's getting like $5,000 loans
Get
from
your
relatives,
loans.
$10,000 loans from people that believe in the company, and he gets enough money to open up a second location. And that's pretty much how it goes between the 1980s all the way up until 2001. By then, he's got 5 locations. Now, 5 locations
That's
in 2
actually
decades for a
really
fast food
fast.
place is not a lot of growth. Like, that's not
No,
very fast.
it
And part
is
of
if
that
it's
reason
family
is not
owned,
because he can't get funding.
right?
It's because people have been approaching him for like the last 10 years wanting to start a franchise of their own version of Five Guys.
And he's like,
Jerry's
no.
just like, no, absolutely not. You're gonna fuck up my precious burgers and french fries. You're not gonna do it right. Nobody's touching this except for me. By 2022, he finally gives it up and he's willing to have franchisees come on and run their own version of Five Guys, but he is on their ass like white on rice. To this day, Five Guys is sending in 2 secret shoppers every single week. Not quarterly, not yearly, every week. Corporate is sending in 2 secret spies to make sure that you're upholding their image. The food.
What do I gotta do to be one of them secret spies? What do I gotta do? I want Five Guys food. I'll go in twice a week. I want to apply. Can I have the job? Can I volunteer? Can I volunteer as tribute? Slams credit card on desk meme. You guys know that? I fucking love that meme so much. I hope that when I start doing digital art again, that I can like animate a ton of YouTubers doing silly memes. It'd be a lot of fun. I would love to draw my own thumbnails. That'd be fun too. You quit your job to be that person.
Food needs to be delicious and everything better
Part-time
be clean, right? That's the
job.
whole part of the fresh
Secret
thing.
eater.
They have an exposed kitchen where you can sit there and watch somebody make your food fresh. Everything needs to be spotless, and corporate is hell-bent on making sure that happens. Jerry and his sons aren't
As he
budging
should.
for anybody on their standards, and I absolutely love it. And I mean absolutely anybody, because in the 2000s, they got so popular in the DC area that the Pentagon called and wanted them to deliver some food. Jerry said, nah, we don't deliver, to which the person from the Pentagon
We
said,
do not
sir,
deliver.
this is the Pentagon. Everybody delivers to the Pentagon. To which Jerry said,
No.
He then gets another phone call from that guy's boss. It is an admiral from the Navy. Admiral, same thing as general, but for the Navy. Okay, super important guy. He then proceeds to tell Jerry, bro, this is the Pentagon. You have to deliver to the Pentagon. Jerry says, no, I don't. He then proceeds to get a 24-foot-long sign that's 2 feet tall that says, we don't deliver, and hangs it up in all of his stores in Washington, D.C. It's so stupid that it's actually genius. It's literally the exclusivity luxury tactic. It's just never been pulled off with something so simple as hamburgers. It's like what ridiculous luxury brands do, like Rolex or Ferrari. Just this attitude of like, I don't give a shit what the customer wants. I'm making perfection. And if you want it, get in line. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Five Guys is like some snooty luxury hamburger. I'm just saying they're worried about quality and they're not willing to budge or compromise for absolutely anyone. And when I say anyone, I mean literally anyone, because in 2009, Barack Obama, the most powerful man on the planet, wanted a Five Guys hamburger. Guess what he had to do? He had to get his ass up out of the Oval Office and walk to a Five Guys and order a hamburger in line, just like everybody else.
The amount of like brand, oh my god, that was probably the best like publishing brand ideal thing ever. to have like the president walk into your restaurant, you know? That's gotta be good press.
You don't gotta like it, but you absolutely can't not respect it. Telling the most powerful man in the world if he wants to eat one of your hamburgers, he needs to come get it is gangster as fuck, which is not something I ever thought I would say about a fast food place, but here we are. Buh! You said at the beginning of the video that you had it DoorDash to your location, so they do deliver. Buh! No, there's a distinct difference. Five Guys doesn't deliver for anybody. But if you want to hire a stranger to go pick it up for you, that's your business. But nobody working for Five Guys is taking you your burger because they're busy making perfection. And that's why Five Guys today is so successful. They've got over 2,000 locations with 1,000 more on the way, and they're so busy they're not even accepting applications for future franchisees. Right out of the gate, they did pretty much everything wrong. They intentionally picked a shitty location when they were starting out. They don't deliver. They have a small menu. They're expensive in relation to their competition. And you know what? None of it matters because Jerry and his sons have mastered the field of dreams fuck you business strategy. If you make the perfect product, the customer's gonna come. Nothing else matters.
They won't care.
If anybody tries to distract you or veer you off course, tell them to get bent.
United States of America is based on fuck you. You're a king, you have an army, greatest navy in the history of the world. Fuck you, blow me.
That's it. That's all I got. Five Guys is literally the most gangster burger place on the planet. Literally founded by a guy who sat down and was like, I want to hang out with my sons all day, and built a multi-billion-dollar hamburger and French fry empire to do it. And if that's not the American dream, I have no idea what is. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch.
Go buy merch.
FatElectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Oh, there you go. Well, thank you for being with us, YouTube. I'm sorry I went on such big rants for this. It's probably going to be double the length of the video, knowing me. Yep. Your job started 3 minutes ago. Please go to work if you have to go to work. Oh my goodness. Please. But, I hope you enjoyed your time. And, the original video will be linked in the description. Please go support the original video. Also, what do I really not plug? I plug my Discord and everything. I plug my Twitch. Go look up my Twitter. If you want Twitter, go look up my Twitter. I don't fucking know. But goodbye.